Hey everybody, it is Friday, and yes, I know it's almost the end of the week and I haven't recorded jumps and flips and stuff into the snow. I did a bunch of stuff like that today, and it was with my class, so pretty much it would have been a good time to record stuff, and I didn't because I forgot to bring my phone, not because I just plain out forgot, but because I didn't want to ruin it in the snow. But just so you know, I didn't do that much. To be honest, I think I was the only person that really did flips at all. Because there was one kid that just slid on his back, and a huge jacket just slid like 3 foot down a 3 foot slope and was like, idiot. And then somebody brought in like one of the tube things, so they were just going down. And it was funny. And then yeah, pretty much that was really it. And all that happened. So yeah, that happened. Trying to think. On Sunday, I'm actually not. When I wake up in the immediate morning, my first thing to do is not going to be working on vlogs. It's actually going to be going to Target earlier than usual, like early, like around when it opens. I think Aaron said that he's going to come, or he's going to drive up, and then we'll get a ride there, and then we'll go in and try and catch some of the amiibos on the day they come out. Like GameStop, I'm not even gonna try with GameStop because the guy that works there that's cool with us, like, he plain out told us, like, he told me, and he even checked twice for me, which was really nice of the guy, because he only had to check once. He would check like 2-3 times actually, just to make sure. Like, he reloaded the page or whatever, and it was actually really cool, the guy. So I thanked him for that. But apparently Shulk was immediately sold out, and he told me the truth. He said that there were some people that pre-ordered like 3 Shulks, 3 or 4 Shulks, so they could, and he assumes that they're just doing that so they can sell them somewhere else for a much higher price. And I'm like, really? Like, I can understand that, but really, it's just unfair, because there are some gamers, like, I know Chugga Conroy, if he didn't pre-order one, like, he's gonna be searching for a Shulk, and the only place you can get that, for my knowledge, is from GameStop, because it's a GameStop limited edition GameStop thing. So like gamers like him, myself, and some of the other gamers that are going to be trying to collect the amiibos, like people who pre-order stuff and then try to sell it for so much, like there are some people that aren't going to be able to afford that amount, and then somebody else might be able to, and they might try to sell it for even higher price, which is going to be even worse. Like, really? Why do you do that? Like, has the world really come down to that much? Like, for some people having to be that greedy that they have to buy something and then sell it for more than it's even worth? Because I hate when people do that. I really hate it. Because it's unfair to the people who can afford the regular price, but the only place to get it is where it's a sky-high deal. Like, I know there's no chance I'm going to get a Shulk anytime soon for the amiibos. I know that for a fact. Unless a friend of mine was like, oh, I pre-ordered this because I know you liked it, or I know you were trying to collect them all, so when I heard about it, I pre-ordered for you, which I very highly doubt even happened. I don't even think anybody I know is even in the game for amiibos. Like, I doubt they even pay attention to them. But, I'm talking amiibos. Guess what I got early? Because apparently a shipment arrived at GameStop. Apparently a shipment of one specific amiibo arrived early. Which, by the way, the guy who was working at GameStop, this guy who was there when I bought this, and yes, it's amiibo, because it's really the only reason why I'd actually go there now. Because the games at GameStop, once they stopped selling like the older systems, I kind of started to lose interest, but I'll still go there because they got good deals and stuff. Like, they're the only place that have like old, like, used games, which is pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, apparently they got an early shipment in of this. Oh, dang it, I spoiled it. But yeah, they got an early shipment of a specific one, and I'm going to show that, and then I'm going to go back to what I was talking about. Oop, almost dropped it. Bowser. And now, I'll admit, I haven't played as Bowser yet in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. But when I played it as him for, like, Super Smash Brothers Brawl, I think that's the one for the Wii. I can't remember immediately. I played as Bowser, and he was overpowered so much, but he wasn't at the same time. Like, they made Bowser as like one of the best characters because he was overpowered, but the speed of his attacks were slow enough that you weren't upset about how slow they were, but at the same time, the power, you weren't upset about the power, and there were some attacks that were weak that went really fast. Bowser was just a good character. And in my personal opinion, Bowser in Brawl was an even better all-around character than Mario. Because he had some quick attacks, he had strong attacks, and he's also a heavier character, so it's going to be harder to launch him. Mario, on the other hand, if you try to launch Mario, he would take off depending on the power that. Yes, but yeah. So pretty much Bowser's always been kind of a favorite for the Smash Brother games since he became part of it, I think he was mainly started in Brawl. I can't really remember the characters of Melee, but to be honest, I never really played it much because my disc always froze because I got it from, like, a friend of mine gave it to me and I was like, eh. But yeah, so pretty much Bowser, a character that's always close to me when it comes to Smash Brothers games because I think it was the first character that I actually beat the story mode with. Well, not the story mode, but like single player, like just that stuff. Because I wanted to try somebody different, and I just picked Bowser because, to be honest, I kind of like Bowser a little bit more, but just because he's like a giant dragon turtle mixture. But I kind of like him a little bit more than Mario, but that's because Mario, like, the big heroes, I don't like as much because, like, they don't have that much of a story. They're just, like, But the background characters like Luigi, he's not a main. He's a main character, but he's not the main character. He has a little bit of a story behind him. Yoshi has a story behind him. I'm really probably not gonna. Wish I didn't say this, but I won't regret saying it. I don't like heroes like Superman. I hate Superman because he's just the all-around hero. But he's just too overpowered. Like when they made Injustice, I loved Injustice's storyline about how Superman goes crazy and just decides to take over and just goes full force with everything. I personally feel like that is exactly what would happen with Superman. Like, practically nobody, unless they've suffered a huge loss, like for Batman, his parents were killed pretty much in front of him. That's a big loss. That would make somebody hate crime. So, like, that would make somebody be like, and then, and then it's like a big loss can really affect somebody. Like Phoenix Wright, one of the missions in it. That one, that really affected the guy. I'm not gonna spoil anything because I'm not going to. But yeah, so pretty much, Bowser's added to the list. I might, depending on, I'll update on Sunday with if I got anybody other than Ike, because I already pre-ordered Ike, so if he's gone, I'm going to have an issue with GameStop, because that's the character that I pre-ordered specifically for that reason. Like, other than Shulk, Bowser and Ike were apparently voted most likely to sell out the quickest, so I got them. I was going to get Toon Link too, but I didn't. I can't breathe. Oh God, I don't know what that was, but Eric. So yeah, I'll update what I named him, what skin I chose on Sunday, and then I'll let you guys know, depending on because he is kind of like the first character I found that I was good with in Brawl. So pretty much Sunday I'll update you on who I got with. I'll update with who I got, if I got anybody, and yeah. So to be honest, I think I'm going to go with the black and white. Or maybe the one with the pink hair. I don't know. That's going to be a hard decision. I will see you guys in the shadows.